It's time for Cox and Crendor.
This is Crendor In The Morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Crendor In The Morning. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Cox and Crendor In The Morning.
Welcome back to Cox and Crendor In The Morning.
I believe last night, whenever that was, look, the last few hours have blended together. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Whatever day it was, whatever time it was, I think you said you were going to look into Too Many Cooks.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
I did.
And?
I did watch it. So, this is like a David Lynch analyzation.
Uh-huh.
So it starts off, I'm like, all right, and then you start being like, something's going to happen. And then you're like, what? And then you're like, what? And then you're like, whoa. And then you're like, whoa.
Did you actually watch the video?
Yeah.
That's your analyzation is what?
No,
whoa?
that was my reaction.
Okay.
So my analyzation was, I read some of the comments, and the comment that made the most sense was that the guy who started killing all the people, he represents Adult Swim, and he is killing all these forms of old or mainstream entertainment that are just like, hey, I'm the typical TV trope, and it's killing them all, showing that they're different. And I was like, whoa.
I feel like that's overanalyzing it. Here's what I think. The guys at Adult Swim are weird as shit.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And they just wanted to make something weird because that's what they do there. And they're weird like that. So that's what I think.
Well, here's the thing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, for all of you that don't know, Too Many Cooks is a thing made by Adult Swim. It went on YouTube. It's got 2 million views in less than a week.
It's a weird video that originally was aired in between infomercials at 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something wacky like that.
Yeah. And it's all these typical 90s style show intros where it's like, hey, I'm Urkel, or hey, I'm Sabrina.
It is all the beats of the music is too many cooks, right? And it's this, and it goes through the family, and then the family keeps getting bigger and wackier and all this stuff. But as it's going on, as the family keeps getting bigger and wackier, and more there's a cat character, all these different things. In the background, progressively as it moves forward, there is a guy who just appears, a really disheveled, crazy-looking guy. And you don't notice it at first, but, he's in pictures and things, and it's what is happening? And it still has that, very, too many cooks, too many, right?
Yeah.
And then, at a certain point, about 4 minutes in or so, it suddenly starts becoming very weird because there's a girl running and a dude grabs her and pulls her away from a thing, and then it shows another girl being drowned, and you're like, what the shit? And then it shows the girl, and it's too many cooks, and it shows her, and then it pauses on her in the old lazy visual effects of the 80s and 90s with credits. And as it pauses on her and she's all happy, this dude creeps out of the background like the freaking Ring, and then with a giant machete just attacks her. And then from that point on, he goes around killing all the people in this thing. And there's bits where this girl's running from him, but the credits in her name give her away.
Yeah,
and so,
in the closet.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of little different things in there that are very cute, but it's very weird. It goes from being, oh, I get it, ha ha ha, to what the hell's going on, to all right, I'm officially weirded out. This is the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. And it's
I don't understand how people can think it's funny. I'm that's not funny, that's weird, but whatever.
I didn't think it was funny. I just I looked at it like a piece of David Lynch's art. That's what I looked at it and I was like, there's a deeper meaning to this than just some crazy shit.
Oh,
that's what I
it's
thought.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But and then I like the way they portrayed the first 4 minutes of it though before it went even more insane, because they did the typical all the tropes, but they kind of overdid each one of them.
Yeah, my favorite part is when they're at the table eating dinner, and it pans around the table, and it goes from like this happy white family to like this happy black family. And it's like, it's hilarious because by the end, the family has so many people in it. It's it has like 4 grandmas, and like it's insane.
There's
and
like the guy at work that's overworked. There's like the hot girl, and she has no top on. And there's like the weird dorky neighbor trying to spy on her because he loves her.
Yeah, there's all sorts of great tropes in there. And then, like I said, about 4 minutes in, it goes bonkers. And a dude just runs around killing people. And then the cat, it explodes. And like it...
And the cat's fighting for like mech force cybernetic enhancements. And like he's like reporting. And then it got all crazy.
It got weird. Yes.
Yeah.
There was a girl spinning around as a superhero that ends up getting murdered. Like it just... How do you even describe something so weird? You can't.
You just gotta go watch it, but don't watch it on a full stomach.
And don't watch it like at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
You'll be so weirded out. I watched it right before I went to bed, and I couldn't go to bed. That's how I was like, nope.
Yeah, it was too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
So, yeah, not a fan. All right, well, I'm glad we could share that. I'm glad we could share that moment together.
We shared in that moment.
Yeah. I don't know that anyone should, but we did.
We did. That's all that matters, kind of.
Yeah. So tonight actually, is the WoW launch, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Finally, after like 2 years.
We're gonna blow through it. We're gonna blow through all of it and get to max level.
When did Mists of Pandaria come out?
2 years ago, roughly.
September 25th, 2012. So yeah, over 2 years ago was played.
I saw a chart that had World of Warcraft timelines on it, and this has been the longest expansion. Which I also think is the funniest because it's also been one of the ones that was least receptive.
I know, and that's why the sub numbers went down, I think.
Yeah, nothing was happening, but they shot back up recently, so...
Well, yeah, it came out... Well, this is the 10-year anniversary now. I forgot about that.
2005 is when Blizzard... WoW came out.
2004, but it was like November 2004.
Whatever.
And then, I remember because in January of 2005, like 2 months after it came out, all my friends were like, there's this new game coming out called World of Warcraft. We should all play it. And I was like, I'm not going to pay money to play a game. That's stupid. And then I paid money to play a game. But I couldn't find it. And I was watching, if you haven't seen it, there's a WoW documentary out. And they talk about how when the game released, it like oversold everywhere. And they wanted enough copies so that they didn't crash the server. But there was such a high demand that they had to like rush out more copies because they were sold out everywhere. And I remember that because I was like, oh, I'm going to get WoW because all my friends were getting it. And I looked everywhere and nobody had it. And I was like, how does nobody have this game? And I found it at like one GameStop like 40 minutes away. And I remember going there and they had like one copy left. And I just got it. And I was like, this is it. And it was a great day. I made a dwarf.
Now you can have that.
My first character ever was a dwarf. And I got a small black pouch. And I thought I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest item ever. I remember that still.
I am excited. I'm excited to try something new and go someplace new. I think that'll be fun. So
yeah, and we're gonna live stream it.
Yes, live streaming. It'll be tonight, and it'll be great.
We'll probably start a little before midnight actually hits.
Oh, we'll probably have been going for a while. I at least I know my guild does a lot of like pre-launch events, and it's all silly stuff like we're gonna have a run naked contest and see who can run the furthest naked in the world without getting killed, like that kind of stuff.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, they love that. They're a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, a bunch of nerds. So come on down. You'll be the next contestant on The Price is Right.
So what else? What else is going on with you?
What's going on? Oh yeah, I saw Big Hero 6, like I told you right before.
What?
Big Hero 6.
What's that like? What is that like?
So, that's Disney's newest movie. It's from the creators of Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph.
I saw that on a TV commercial. What is it like?
Yeah. Well, it's this kid, and he likes to make robots, and he's like, I like to make robots, da 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 da. And he goes robot fighting. Like, remember that old show where they used to fight robots all the time?
So far, excellent storytelling skills. Please continue.
So he's like, I'm so bored because I just have the best robot. And he makes this robot, just kills all the other robots. And his brother is a super nerd too. And he's like, hey, what are you going to do with your life, man? You going to go to college? And he's like, I'm not going to college. I already know everything. But then he goes to college and he sees the robotics department. And he's like, whoa, and all these nerdy people are there doing robot stuff. And then they're like, if you get accepted here, you can do all this robot stuff too. And he's really excited, like, oh man, I want to go there. So he invents this crazy, like, Lego type thing where all these little robot pieces come together based on your neuroactivity. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're accepted. But then crazy stuff happens. And it's just like, I don't want to spoil it. And his brother.
Crazy stuff happens. And it's just like, I don't want to spoil it.
Either way. The big white blobby guy you see in all the ads and stuff is his brother's creation, which is a robot made to heal, and he's like a medical robot, so he's like a nurse, and he'll like scan people and be like, I have scanned you and see that you have broken your arm. I will help you fix that, and like things like that. Or like, I have scanned you and I see that your neurotransmitters are down. You are depressed. And he can, like, detect it and everything. And that's his big thing, but he's really, like, dumb and cute. And so it's always like, oh, robot. And they go on wacky adventures together, and it's fun. I really liked it. I'd give it an A.
Great. I still don't know what that movie's about.
That's why you should go see it. It's a great movie.
Oh, my goodness.
It's got a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's how good it is. 94. But you know what? I'd give it a 94.5.
Wow, you are really going out on a limb there. Stretching it.
And then my one friend texted me, and he was like, you need to see Interstellar. It was so good. So I will probably see Interstellar very soon.
I need to watch Interstellar too. The mixed reviews make me really curious. The fact that half the people who see it love it and that half the people don't makes me want to see it.
My friend said it was kind of like 2001: A Space Odyssey mixed with more action stuff, but I don't know. I mean, it's probably that type of thing where a lot of people see those types of movies and they're like, this is boring, but it's probably got, I don't know, I just want to see it for myself.
Right?
And be
Agreed.
the judge.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Most of the people who think that's boring are people who like stupid things anyway, so.
Yeah, people are like, the new Ninja Turtles movie was so great.
It's like, you need to shut up.
Or the same people. Or the same people that are like, I don't enjoy mainstream movies. I enjoy the art of Amber Alabar, the underground director known for such movies as Pasta in My Car. Really
Amber Alabar presents Pasta in My Car.
Yep.
Amber Alabar. That is another character for our character.
For Guy Hero.
You better update it. That's part of his rogues gallery.
Yep.
Evil cinema director Amber Alabar, sexy seductress, and evil cinema photographer.
Amber Alabar. It's actually a really cool name.
Amber Alabar. Ooh, she's sort of like Moroccan. She's a Moroccan chick. Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if this goes up before the other one, we want you to talk about the characters in the Guy Hero.
Nope, you're gonna get. This will all make sense.
It all makes sense when the puzzle's complete.
When the puzzle is complete.
Oh, what if we uploaded like cryptic episodes? Whoa.
Now I wonder if that's played the other way if it actually said something.
I highly doubt it.
I hope to God it's like, all hail our Dark Lord. He is the only true master of our destiny.
Amber Alabar.
Amber Alabar 2014.
Wait, what would Amber Alabar backwards be? Amber Alabar. Rabala Remba. Rabala Remba. Rabala Remba. Rabala Remba.
Rabba.
Rabba la Remba.
Rabba.
All right. I think we've gone past the crazy point.
All right, well then let's go to chapter 7 in the sky with Crendor. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Traffic today is pretty mediocre. I mean, it's just the middle of the weekday. We got Tyler Lack and Joseph Laubert down there. It looks like they're yelling at each other outside their cars for one of them to move. Too bad both their cars are broken down, and that's backing up traffic all the way to the 505. Man, I haven't seen the 505 backed up like this since the Rashadla Janglers lost in 1929 to the Chicago Bears. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk.
Whoa, the weather desk today is feeling a little chilly, which is why we're going to head on down to chilly France.
Damn. Not to actual Chile, to chilly France. Okay.
Chilly France. Today in chilly France, 57 degrees with some morning showers. So if you're leaving for work this morning, take an umbrella with you. It's going to be kind of rainy out there. But Thursday, we got 55 with some AM fog and some PM sun. So maybe some glasses to help you see in the morning, a little bit of PM sun help you calm down in the afternoon. Friday, it's going to be PM showers, but who cares? It's Friday. Go home and stop being chilly outside.
All right. And sports.
Sports. So nothing insane happened in sports. So I just looked up a list
All right,
of
well, that's
unusual
sports.
No, hold on.
Uh-oh,
I picked a random sport. Dwarf throwing.
Damn you.
Dwarf
Isn't
throwing.
that illegal? Wasn't that outlawed?
Well, it probably was, but
The old dwarf toss.
I typed in unusual sports, and this was one of them. Dwarf throwing had a short, though popular history in the north of Australia, of course. As far as we know, it stopped following complaints from some sections of society. Apparently,
I like how it says, following some complaints from sections of society.
certain sections were very upset.
Certain small sections of society.
But apparently the
complain
dwarfs...
a little too big for their size, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
Certain tiny, dwarf-like sections of society.
But they said the dwarfs didn't mind at all.
Did they get paid for it at least?
They probably did. I mean, they're athletes.
All right, we're gonna toss you.
I'm ready to be tossed in. Oh my god. I wonder if they had like those intense names like Tossman Timmy. Oh, I'm Tossman Timmy here. Ready to get thrown across the map.
I wanna toss you.
They got like Bubba.
What's his name? You can't have
No, he's just
Tossman
Bubba.
Timmy. No, you can't have Tossman Timmy and then not give Bubba a name.
Well, he's just Bubba. You gotta have
like
one guy
big-
with one name.
Big
Bubba.
Big distance Bubba.
Big distance Bubba.
Yeah.
Then there's just like Drunk Drew. Just like, oh, I'm drunk Drew. I'm always drunk. Drunk Drew's gotten into some off-field issues.
My wife left me. She did. So now I toss dwarves.
Oh, man. Now, just every episode now, I'm going to throw in like one of these random things, like elephant polo or milk carton regatta.
Mm-hmm.
Or lawnmower racing. All right.
Lawnmower
can't
racing.
use them up.
Yeah, you
Lawnmower
can't use them all
racing.
up. You can't use them all up.
Can't use them up. That's sports.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
So, big news story of the day is man gets impaled on shovel. So,
Go on.
emergency room doctors see everything. Takes a lot to make one cringe, like seeing a man impaled on a shovel. Dr. Kelvin Clower, an ER doc based in Canton, Ohio, still remembers the day he dealt with a patient who was trying to fix his roof when he fell off and impaled himself on a shovel. The patient has not been identified for medical privacy reasons. You see, the shovel sticking out of what appears to be the rectal area.
I'm sorry, what?
The shovel is sticking out of the rectal area.
Okay, yeah, but what?
Yeah, it's
He fell on it and it went up his butt?
yeah.
Is that
It went
really
up
what
his
happened?
butt. Yeah.
That is so. Are you sure? Just how
So-
big was this shovel? Was it a snow shovel?
I mean, it's a pretty large shovel, not a stubble. So figuring out the extent of the man's injuries was a challenge to Clower's team, especially when they had to turn the impaled patient over to see where the shovel entered the body. Turning somebody to examine them while they have a shovel impaled in their rectum is not something anyone's been trained to do. You have to work as a team. I don't blame him. If I had a shovel in my rectum, I'd be pretty loud too, he said after the patient filled the hospital with screams.
Again, he fell.
Yeah.
How did he live? How did he live through this?
I don't know how he lived.
A shovel handle sticking out of his ass?
I don't. It's like, but things got worse. It turns out the shovel was actually impaled in the perineum, the patch of skin between the rectal area and the scrotum.
The taint?
The taint.
It taint the and it taint the It's the taint in his taint. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can feel his pain.
You just feel that shovel right up.
Oh my god!
Right
it's
up
right
the taint.
in his taint.
Mm-hmm. So
well, that's horrifying.
That created some even bigger problems, as you might imagine. He could bleed to death with seconds or minutes if the injuries are to the liver, kidneys, or other organs that use a lot of blood vessels. After a few tense moments, the shovel was removed and the patient eventually recovered. So apparently it didn't hit any of those. The man now has professionals fix his roof rather than risk another impalement. So
this dude got impaled in the taint.
He got impaled in the taint.
He got impaled in or the grundle. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of names for it.
I've only heard taint. I've never heard grundle.
It's been called the grundle.
The grundle.
The grundle. G-U-R. No, G-R-U, one of those. Look, the grundle. That is horrifying.
I just hiccuped as I laughed.
You were just very excited. That's all.
Okay. So as I was looking at that, I found another article that is very fitting. Paranormal radio host Art Bell mysteriously disappears.
What? Wait, Art Bell's missing?
He disappeared from Sirius XM.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What?
The much ballyhooed return of paranormal radio host Art Bell ended in just 6 weeks. The master of UFOs, fringe science, and conspiracy theory is apparently at odds with Sirius XM over live streaming. Oh, he thought he was abducted by really aliens.
I thought Art Bell really got taken away.
Wow.
Art Bell is the original. He's the original host
of Coast
to Coast.
Yeah.
And he's good too because he didn't give shits.
Yeah,
he was great. Shit. The new guy, George Norrie, he's like, well, please tell me about this crazy alien that abducted you. Art Bell would be like, you're stupid.
Yeah. Like that one woman. She was just like, my son, he used heroin, and we tried to get him help, and he wouldn't take the help. She went on for like 10 minutes. I was like, is this a ghost story or like your ramblings of your like drug-addicted son? And then after all that, she's like, and now I think I see him in my bedroom. It's like, what?
Yep.
What?
Art would be like, lady, shut up, move on.
Yeah.
George is like, maybe he was in your bedroom. It's like, no, she's just an old crazy lady, George. There's nobody there. She's just crazy.
George, I heard the last caller, and she's just an old crazy lady. But let me tell you something real. I was out in Russia, and I saw a Yeti. He is living, and he is hunting me down.
You want to know something amazing?
What?
While looking for this mysterious Art Bell disappearance,
mm-hmm.
I found an article.
Yeah.
That is called "Man Eaten Alive by Anaconda in the Name of Reality TV."
I just imagine him getting eaten and being like, in the name of reality TV.
What this guy gets swallowed, but he doesn't get eaten. Like the anaconda swallows him,
What?
but he doesn't die.
So he lived in the anaconda.
That's basically what it's saying.
Whoa. How long did he live in the anaconda?
I don't know. I think it didn't digest him.
But he got out of it.
It doesn't say whether it cut him. He cut out or what.
Anaconda man lives.
I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna.
The man to be eaten alive by anaconda in Discovery special.
I guess in order to see what's inside the anaconda.
Here's what this thing says. Discovery
Okay.
has found its new extreme stunt. A man will be eaten by a giant anaconda. In Eaten Alive, naturalist and wildlife filmmaker Paul Rizzoli aims to be devoured by an anaconda while in a custom-built snake-proof suit. Discovery is playing it coy about how much Rizzoli is actually consumed by the reptile, but the network has released these 2 promos teasing the endeavor below. He's going to be covered in pig's blood to try and make himself appetizing for the snake. Since the snake-proof suit has a cord on the top of it, Rizzoli is presumably in no risk of being trapped inside, since they just pull him out or whatever. We're also told the snake does not die.
What?
In case you're skeptical, Discovery representatives assure that this announcement is not a hoax. Eaten Alive has been filmed and will air Sunday, December 7th.
That is incredible. That's what that is.
I think
That is
I know
incredible.
what I'm going to be watching Sunday, December 7th.
I want to point out
Mm-hmm.
to everyone at home. In seeing that article, it was in between other articles like mission is go for attempted landing on comet touchdown. It is for China's massive military machine goes on show. There's another one for Forbes ranks the most powerful people in the world. All these different things. That's the one that caught my attention.
Can I say that all these websites have these ads and they all are like that? And
They
they're all
look
just,
like links. Yes.
Yeah, they're all just
Yes.
big clickbait. Like
This
why do they gotta
one
use
this
the
one
clickbait?
says that I love this. I stray dogs in space. The Soviets sent stray dogs up to conquer space. This is what happened next.
Well, now you got to click on it.
I mean, I do, I guess.
What did the dogs conquer space? Oh my god! I bet that's
During
a
the
guy
1950s,
hero.
USSR propaganda artists produced a huge amount of emblematic images celebrating the role of dogs in Soviet space exploration. There are these stray dogs. Look at all these. There's all these posters of dogs going into space.
Oh my god! In Guy Hero, after he defeats his first nemesis, he has to fight dogs in space.
This is great.
Dogs in space with their leader, like Sir Barks-a-Lot, and he's up there and he's conquered the moon, and we need Guy Hero to go rescue the moon because the dogs have taken out the American flag from the moon and planted the dog flag and claimed it as their own country. It's got a paw print on it.
I don't. Yeah, it's just about the propaganda of dogs going into space. That's literally it. It's not nearly as interesting as I thought it was going to be.
Which is why it'd be more interesting if it was a Guy Hero part. Oh my god.
We're just
I
too
can
good at
picture it
this.
now. We really are.
Yep. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad we figured that out.
We did. We now know about dogs in space.
Yeah, is there anything else of importance today?
Let's see. Anything else happened today?
No, my throat is killing me, so I'm trying to figure out what is important to you, Crendor.
I saw the last Walking Dead episode. I don't know if you've seen that.
I
If you wanna
haven't
spoil
seen it.
Okay.
No,
well,
I haven't seen it.
let me just say it's very predictable.
Really?
Very predictable.
Are there
yes.
zombies?
There are indeed zombies in it.
I figured it out. I got it. I got it solved.
You know what we need? We need one of those.
What do we need?
We need one of those things where the Guy Hero universe melds with the Elf Story universe, and they create this just crazy movie
Called. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to do this. Called.
Guy Hero, the Elf Story.
That's why you're not in charge of naming things.
Listen,
Guy
not
Hero,
saying-
the Elf Story?
Guy Hero, the Elf Story.
No, it's got to be Guy Hero, Elfageddon. Right?
That is pretty good.
Guy Hero, elfic gigolo.
And it's about the
Elven,
girl
elfic.
in our
Elven.
story. The girl in our elf story, she's become just very revengeful
She's
and
pregnant.
angry and bitter.
Yeah, she's
and
pregnant.
she's pregnant.
She's pregnant,
the-
but she doesn't know who the father is.
Oh, and it could be the guy that died for her love.
Yep.
It could be the dark elf.
Yep.
Could be the Keebler elf. Or wait, no, the Keebler elf died.
Here's the twist, though.
other
Here's
one.
the twist, though. They go on Maury, and it turns out to be Guy Hero's kid.
Oh, man. It's Guy Hero's kid.
Yeah.
Because Guy Hero, just by being in his presence, pregnates you.
Yep. Pregnates you.
Impregnate.
Ladies, you're getting pregnated.
Yeah, you are being pregnated.
Yeah. RG4 is pregnating you.
Can I say that RG4 needs to happen very soon for the Washington Redskins?
RG4 has pregnated the Washington Redskins with love and talent.
Oh, man.
The birth of our future team will come from me pregnating you. That's my new favorite word. Pregnating.
Pregnated.
I will pregnate you.
I will pregnate you.
You
sounds like
shall
it'd be
be
a song, too.
pregnated.
I will pregnate you. That is what
Now
I'll
it's like
do.
a song. Now it's like an old. I will pregnate you. That's what I'll do, my darling.
But
Yep.
first I'll treat you well. So swell.
Then I'll impregnate you.
But we'll be married. That's that.
When I pregnate you.
That's what it'll be called. Guy Hero, the elf pregnation.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
man.
that.
The elf pregnation. Is that actually a word? Pregnate?
No,
Pregnate.
no one's ever said pregnate. Pregnate.
Oh, man.
There's pregnant, but
Yeah,
but
there's-
you impregnate people. You don't pregnate. Literally no. Search instead for pregnate. Pregnate. Ooh, it has a definition.
What is it?
The obsolete version is to become fertile, but it's not a word used anymore.
Whoa, so it used to be a word?
Late Latin for pregnatus. This word doesn't usually appear in the dictionary. Oh, so it's not a word.
Oh.
They just included it because idiots like you who want to pregnate women.
That's like people say funner.
No one says father.
It's funner to pregnate than impregnate.
All right, that's enough.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for listening. We will be back sooner rather than later. So, as always, to be continued.